Welcome to the second half of the album. Today we're gonna listen to Holding the Broken Wings. Just talking a bit about the introduction here. I mean, again, we had this vibe-wise, it had a bit of, in the Rebel Flag song, this neoclassical, a bit of heightened thing. And then they went in this full-on power metal mode with this galloping riff. Today I'm hoping for a bit of testosterone and battle here. So just a quick word about the verse here. Yeah, well, first of all, this sounds rather Western. This is another song which has a bit less of that Japanese touch they typically inject into their songs. This sounds really Western. It's really cool to headbang to, that's for sure. And I'm excited for the chorus. At least I assume what's coming next will be the chorus. That had a bit of Yngwie vibes. Not that it would surprise me that anything here sounds like Yngwie. As I said, they continuously have this really neoclassical sound here. They also had, at least in bigger parts of the Rebel Flag song, which could make a thematic point in the sense that we've kind of reached the bottom level there in Rebel Flag, and then we had the Requiem part, the checkpoint in the middle, and now I don't know, maybe we're trying to get out of the pit somewhere. So we're still in a similar mood, but we're trying to approach it in a different way or something. Yama B has a lot of rasp, and he sings in a pretty similar style. It's not really changing throughout the song, at least till now. So he has more warrior kind of spirit in this song. This is why I'm expecting a little more conflict here. Well, what works kind of well here is I typically consider Galneryus a speed metal band, and I'm a huge fan of speed metal, so I typically think of them as speed metal, right? And if they do songs like this, where they have this slow gallop almost all the time, and then they do this kind of punky kind of faster drum pattern, it already feels fast in comparison, right? Although it's probably slower than some most of their other songs, still it kind of is kind of effective if we reach the chorus there. It really doesn't do much on the symphonic end here. It doesn't sound that huge or epic or something. It's just it gains more energy in the chorus. I mean, as always, I would assume that's intentional. Maybe it's not, but let's just continue. I think what follows next would be the solo. Resolves pretty nicely. Yuki doing constantly. I think there was one or two interesting elements here. First of all, I think I liked how Yuki played all the time these arpeggios up and down. That was pretty cool in the background. Added back again some of these more epic vibes, I would say. Then of course we had Shu. I'm not entirely sure, right? He of course played the melody established in this song, but I think I heard at least a fraction of the melody they had in, I think it was Requiem, the song before. No, it's not from Requiem. I just looked it up. It was from the intro song of the album where we heard this melody. Da, 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 da. Right? This descending kind of two-note thing. I like how they use that resolving part. The chorus ends in a kind of resolving feeling. And the chords they use for this, these are basically the chords they're using in the second part of the solo here. So that's pretty cool how they're lingering on this. I don't know how it's called, music theory-wise, cadence maybe? They're not just putting it at the end. They're basing their whole second solo part on this. That harpsichord sound was really cool. I mean, it was just a harpsichord sound, but it felt so close in the mix. You know, it felt like it's right in front of you. Kind of like you're with Yama B and this harpsichord in a rather small room, and slowly those strings are joining in. That was a really cool part. I like that. Several cool things here. First of all, we had the guitar joining in, but the guitar didn't play this exact same melody Yamabi was singing. She was playing this melody that I pointed out had this element which we all already heard in the intro song, and Yamabi's melody was a bit more, I don't know how to describe it, but it was different, but it was also similar. That was cool. And then also I think we had some funky effects there in the middle, which sounded like, I don't know, battle cries or something. No, it was just two voices singing, or maybe even three. I generally like these parts in power metal in general, when all of the band members sing together. That's always really cool. But I think what's cool here especially is that it's not just those generic backing vocals. The backing vocals have the same harsh sound Yamabi has, so it has this battle cry quality. So there was the battle cry. Okay, it's a really cool way to add in those backing vocals. I seriously never heard that, I think, in this particular way. Resolve again. They're stretching it. Yeah. So that was interesting how they stretched this satisfying sounding ending part really long, not only in the solo but also in the end here. Also, this is exactly the part where he's singing this holding the broken wings. I don't know how it ties in exactly. I heard some other lyrics as well, but it's interesting because holding the broken wings, I don't know, typically I would assume it's something bad or sad or something if you hold the broken wings. Especially like 2 songs earlier or 3 songs earlier, he was singing fly high, spread out your wings, you know, maybe it's even those wings and now they're broken. So I don't know why that should feel satisfying or have this kind of resolve it has musically here, but I guess we will see in the lyrics. Holding the bro. Follow the sign of the free. Now I say the word. Feeling of fear fills our mind, but I'll keep the faith. War cry are shaking the ground. Now the time to fight. Your heart is beating so fast. Now the time to die. I mean, it's at this point pretty apparent that they use elements of earlier songs. We're kind of touching on themes of the song Rebel Flag before. We still have this element, yeah, we feel the fear, but I still keep the faith. War cries are shaking the ground. That's pretty cool. And it's also pretty cool because they portrayed it with their backing vocals. And it kind of worked, in my opinion. That's exactly how it felt like in the music. Now the time to fight, your heart is beating so fast, now the time to die. Yeah, we kind of have a bit of a development here. According to what we've discussed in Rebel Flag, go into the battle despite being paralyzed by fear and being surrounded by darkness. This is the moment where they're stepping into the battle. So that's pretty cool. We see some actual chronological development here. Never-ending agony of the human race. I wanna know why the angels are crying. Yeah, I wanna know as well. I'm waiting for a wake of the world, praying to bring back the new wings to fly. I'm waiting for a wake of the world, holding the broken wings, I'm calling you. Holding the broken wings, I'm calling. So they're pretty direct here when it comes to the wings. I can't help but think about the wings they had in the Delight, and now they need new ones because their old ones are broken. The expiation of the blood, agony brings the dark. We're trying to end all wars, so we'll keep the faith. Bright of the spark from the sword that makes me high. Gazing the stars, we decide to fight for freedom now. So pretty much heroic battle spirit here. They have we'll keep the faith several times here because it's really important, right? You shouldn't forget this. Without the faith in anything, you have no reason to go on with this. They also have a lot of agony here, but there's less hopelessness than before. They're talking about the agony of the human race, but it's kind of giving them strength. It's not as pessimistic as in Rebel Flag. And then they have the chorus pretty often, which also is a thing to stress. Because the chorus has this resolving part in the end, and in the end they're stretching it. So, I mean, if I would interpret it, I would probably say the reason why they lingered so much on this satisfying conclusory part is in context with the holding the broken the wings I'm calling, is that they just see a way again they can follow, right? The situation is still messy, it's still dark, we still are in a similar place to before, but they at least see a plan that can work. It's not a bright vision, they already have this bright vision, but now it's a more practical, action-oriented plan. They are calling someone and they are talking about angels. I don't know how that ties in, it's not explained here. What the role of angels is here, or if it's nothing more than simply a metaphor, but they see what's wrong. Their wings are broken and they need new ones. It might sound trivial, and one could of course say, well, okay, it's just a metaphor, and we don't even know what that metaphor stands for, but I think it does make a difference. Because if you have understood what's missing, and therefore have understood what to look for, even if you don't know how you will get the new wings, you at least know that this is the problem. I think that's the element that's added in here, which brings a spark of new perspective for this battle. I also wonder how this ties in with I'm waiting for a wake of the world. I would maybe think about it like this. They were in this really dark place where the only way out was to step forward and continue the battle. They did the first step, and through that they found out what was missing and what they should strive for. And the next step in the process would be now to reach a point where the world aligns with that, where the world, quote unquote, awakes to provide them these wings. It kind of goes by the principle, if you are doing the right thing, it will show because things will fall in place for you. So this might be why there is this confidence in this song, although we're still in a somewhat hopeless place and in agony. And I think that's it for today. So, if you want to know how the battle continues, tune in next week when we're listening to the next song. Bye!